Project-based learning has huge potential. It's how we help students build real-world skills, collaboration, problem-solving, creativity, while learning meaningful content. But too often, PBL doesn't work the way we had hoped. One student takes the lead, a couple fade into the background, and the learning? It quietly slips out the back door while everyone's busy building the slideshow. That's not because project-based learning is the problem. It's because we haven't given students a clear process to follow. And so that's where Scrum comes in. Scrum gives your students structure, clarity, and a rhythm to their work, without you having to manage every little thing. In this video, I'll show you how to run your next project-based unit using Scrum in 7 steps. I'll go through the process step by step so your students stay on track, take ownership, and actually hit the learning targets you've planned for. And to bring it to life, I'll walk you through a real-world example, designing a tiny house. So let's get into it. Step 1, the idea. Every strong project starts with a compelling challenge. For this example, here's my challenge to students. Your team has been hired by a city council to design a tiny home that's sustainable, affordable, and functional for real people. Your final design will be presented at a community pitch. This gives students purpose. It's real, it matters. From there, teams brainstorm multiple ideas and get feedback early from peers, from you, or even community members. That feedback loop is crucial. It teaches iteration before a single slide is built. Step 2, big picture tasks. Once the idea is solid, it's time to zoom out. Each team maps the major tasks they'll need to tackle. For this project, that might include research building materials, sketch floor plans, budget materials, design a 3D model, prepare the pitch. No assigning tasks just yet, just identifying the major work. Think of it like rough framing before the construction starts. Step 3, sprint planning. Now the real structure begins. Students take each big task and break it into smaller, actionable to-dos. As an example, research sustainable insulation, calculate square footage, draft the bathroom layout, create a materials list under $10,000. These go onto the team's Kanban board under To Do, In Progress, and Done. This board is where the project lives. It shows the visible progress and makes work feel manageable, not overwhelming. Each team member claims a task or two, and then the work begins. Step 4, sprint. The sprint is a focused window of time, usually 2 to 3 days, where students commit to completing a set of tasks. This short cycle creates urgency and clarity. No one is wondering, what are we supposed to be doing right now? They already decided it, and that's because the work is chunked. Students can see the progress fast. That's momentum. It's powerful. Step 5, daily Scrum. At the start of each work session within the sprint, students do a quick stand-up and check in. What did I do yesterday? What's my focus today? Are there any roadblocks I'm facing? This isn't just status reporting. It teaches communication, accountability, and teamwork daily. And it normalizes getting stuck. When students name a blocker, someone else on the team often jumps in to help. This is where the magic of student-led collaboration shows up. Step 6, sprint review. At the end of each sprint, teams pause and reflect on what they've accomplished. They show their progress, maybe a rough model, an initial budget, or a partial design. The goal isn't perfection, it's sharing, learning, and deciding what comes next. This is your chance to ask questions, give feedback, and help them plan for the next move. Do they run another sprint? Shift focus? Cut the scope? Scrum helps students adapt with intention, not panic. Step 7, project completion and reflection. Once the final product is built, there's one last step, team reflection. Students meet on and reflect on what worked well on their process, where they got off track, and most importantly, did their actions match the values they set at the beginning? Did they listen, contribute, communicate clearly? This step doesn't just improve the project, it prepares them to be better teammates next time. And that's what real-world skill building looks like. Let's recap the 7 steps. 1. Students start with a clear project idea. 2. They map out the big picture tasks. 3. They plan with a Kanban board. 4. They run a focused sprint. 5. They use the check-in daily. 6. They review the sprint. And 7. Once the project is complete, they reflect and grow as a team. When you run your next PBL unit using these steps, your students won't just build a project, they'll build skills that will actually stick. If you want to try this tiny house example, I've created a sprint planning template, a Kanban board template, and a team reflection guide. You can grab them for $1 on my Teacher Pay Teacher store, and the link is in the description. And if you've used Scrum in your classroom, I'd love to hear how it went. Drop a comment, ask a question, or share what you're building. And finally, hit that like button and subscribe. And share this with a teacher who's ready to upgrade their group projects. If this sounds like the kind of classroom you want to lead, then take the first step. Try just one of these Scrum strategies in your next group project and watch what happens.